guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll read the story of the second figurine. In the morning, King Bhoj wished to sit on the throne once again. But as he was about to sit on the throne, the second figurine came out of the throne. Wait, O king, I'm Chitralekha. Before sitting on this throne, listen to the story of King Vikramaditya and then decide whether you're worthy of the throne. Then Chitralekha started narrating the story. Ujjain was very prosperous under Vikramaditya's rule. One day, he went into a dense forest for hunting. He was wandering in search of some animal when he suddenly noticed a sage meditating. He went towards the sage and paid his respects. But as he was about to return, the sage opened his eyes and said, "Wait, son, I'm very much pleased with your courtesy and manners. Take this divine fruit as a gift for your queen. Ask her to eat the fruit. She will bear a great and courageous son like you." King Vikramaditya accepted the fruit and thanked the sage. When he was on his way back to his palace, he saw a woman running on top of the hill. The woman was about to commit suicide when King Vikramaditya saved her and asked, "Why do you want to commit suicide? What is the reason behind this hasty step?" The woman replied, "Oh, my savior, my husband tortures me every day because I gave birth to 7 girls while he wished for a son. It is not my fault. Now I can't bear his tortures anymore. I just want to end my life." King Vikramaditya felt pity on her and said, "Don't worry, take this fruit and give it to your husband. You will surely bear a son." The woman thanked the king and went away from there. After some days, King Vikramaditya was sitting with his courtiers. Just then, a Brahmin came there in the disguise of a sage and proposed to meet the king in private. King Vikramaditya and the sage went to a room to have a private conversation. The sage said, "Son, I'm very pleased with your justice, generosity, and ruling capability. I pray to God that He bless you with a son who will be destined to be a great ruler like you. I came here to present you with the divine fruit which will help you have a son like you." When King Vikramaditya saw the fruit, he was shocked because it was the same fruit that he had given to the woman. He became furious and said, "You're not a sage. Tell me, who are you and from where did you get this divine fruit?" The sage trembled with fear and said, "O king, this fruit was given to me by my beloved. She is jealous of her husband and doesn't love him." Vikramaditya took the fruit and gave it to his wife. He loved her a lot, but the queen was in love with the city guard, so she gave the fruit to him. The police officer loved her daughters, so he presented the fruit to her. The daughters decided to give the fruit to the king Vikramaditya, as he was the right person for having a courageous son. She went to the king and gave him the fruit. When he saw the same fruit, he was dumbstruck. The daughters said that she had got the fruit from the city police officer. King Vikramaditya understood that his queen was unfaithful. He went to the queen and inquired about the fruit. The queen replied, "I ate the fruit the very moment you gave it to me." Then the king showed the fruit to her and asked, "What is this? Have you eaten the fruit?" The queen confessed her sin and then fell in a swoon. King Vikramaditya felt very sad and depressed. He went into the forest for meditation to attain peace. When Lord Indra saw Vikramaditya in such a state, he thought, King Vikramaditya is a kind, just, courageous and a great king. Even the gods like him. His kingdom is now in danger, as there is no one to look after it. Any neighboring kingdom can attack Ujjain. I should better send a guard to save Ujjain. Lord Indra then sent a guard to Ujjain to look after it. After many days, King Vikramaditya thought of going back to his kingdom. When he reached the border of his kingdom, the guard sent by Lord Indra stopped him and asked, "Who are you and where are you going?" "I am Vikramaditya, the king of Ujjain. Who are you and how dare you come in my way?" said King Vikramaditya. The guard replied, "I am Agya and Lord Indra has sent me to guard the city. If you are the king, you will have to fight and defeat me. Then only you can move ahead." King Vikramaditya defeated the guard in a few moments. The guard folded his hands and said, "Now I'm your servant. I'm going, but before that I warn you to be careful from an enemy who has reached here. He's very powerful." Then Agya went back to heaven. Reaching the palace, King Vikramaditya came to know that his wife had drunk poison and died. He became very sad, but he once again started ruling his kingdom. A few days later, a sage arrived there and presented the king with the divine fruit. King Vikramaditya felt pleased and asked the sage to wish for a gift. The sage said, "King, if you want to give me any gift, then please accompany me." The sage took King Vikramaditya near a graveyard and said, "O king, there is a tree in this graveyard and a corpse named Betal who is hanging by a branch of the tree. I am doing a siddhi, acquisition of supernatural powers, for which I need Betal. Please bring him here." King Vikramaditya promised the sage and went up the tree. He pulled down Betal from the tree and put him on his shoulders and started walking. On the way, Betal started narrating a story to King Vikramaditya. Finding a chance, Betal flew back to the tree. This happened for 24 times. In his 25th attempt, when King Vikramaditya was carrying Betal on his shoulders, Betal disclosed to him that the sage whom he was helping is a cheat. He is meditating for Tantra, and for this he needs a king for sacrifice. When Vikramaditya will reach there, the sage will ask him to offer praise in front of the goddess. When King Vikramaditya would bow, the sage would kill and sacrifice him. When King Vikramaditya heard about the shrewdness of the sage, he thanked Betal. King Vikramaditya reached there along with the Betal on his shoulders. The sage felt very happy when he saw both of them. He asked King Vikramaditya to offer the prayers in front of the goddess, but the suspicious king asked the sage to offer the prayers first. The sage didn't have any idea about the intention of King Vikramaditya, so he bent down to offer prayers. As soon as he bent down, Vikramaditya cut off his head. The goddess was pleased with this sacrifice of the sage and blessed King Vikramaditya with 2 Betals to serve him. King Vikramaditya then returned to his kingdom. After narrating the story to King Bhoj, the figurine asked, "Have you ever meditated and sacrificed like King Vikramaditya? If not, then you have no right to sit on this throne." Saying this, the second figurine also went back to her place. King Bhoj again was disturbed and could not sleep for the whole night. That's it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to get constant updates on my channel. Bye-bye.